I had a simple challenge. Take a robotics kit and build something more than just the basic projects. I wanted to build something that actually feels alive. Meet Neo and Dash. So Neo is my little desk companion bot. I wanted Neo to feel less like a robot and more like a tiny friend sitting on my desk. And surprisingly, it turned out way better than I expected. So both of these bots have some really fun features. When you turn Neo on, he first greets you. And if you shake him too much, he gets angry. This is actually funny. If you make a loud noise, shut up, he gets shocked, and you can even pet him to make him happy. And my favorite part is that if you leave him alone for some time, he slowly falls asleep like this. But if you suddenly wake him up with a loud noise, wake up, or by shaking him, he gets angry because you disturb his sleep. And honestly, I didn't expect this little guy to make me feel bad for waking him up. So yeah, let's see how I build Neo using this robotics kit. So this kit is called the Nezha Inventor Kit V2 for Microbit. And it's from a company called ELECFREAKS, and huge thanks to them for sending this kit for the video. So basically the microbit acts like a brain, and this kit gives you all the other parts to actually build things with it. And when you open the box, you will see a lot of components, building blocks, motors and sensors. After a few minutes of building, I was already thinking of new things I want to make. If you want to build these bots yourself, you can check out this kit using the link I've left in the description below. For building Neo, we only need a few components, and the most important one is obviously the microbit. But my favorite part of this entire kit is definitely this multifunctional expansion board. This thing makes working with the microbits so much easier. Now it's time to give Neo a body using some of these building blocks. And the fun part is, since this kit comes with more than 400 building blocks, you can literally build anything your imagination comes up with. So let's quickly put everything together. And after a bit of building, testing and changing things around, this is a design I ended up with. Alright, honestly this is already looking really good to me. Now take the servo motor wire and connect it to the S1 port. You can see the color markings beside the port. So just match the colors like this and plug it in. Once it's fully inserted, the connection is secure and we are good to go. So now the hardware is done. And it's time to teach Neo how to behave. Now this part was actually way easier than I expected. Once you open the programming interface for Microbit, which is called Make Code by Microsoft, everything becomes really simple. And don't worry, you don't have to write all this code yourself. I will give all the code used in this video in the description below. You will need the hex file for Neo, which contains all the code used for this bot. So once you open Make Code, click on the import button over here, then select import file. Now just choose the Neo hex file and click go ahead. And there we go. Now you can see the complete code for Neo. Yeah, it might look a little complex at first, but you don't really need to change anything. Now just take the USB cable that comes with the kit and connect your microbit to your PC or laptop like this. Then click on these three dots, click connect device, then click next and pair. After that you should see your microbit here. Just select it and now it's connected successfully. And now if you click this download button, it will upload the code directly into the microbit. So now we can disconnect the cable, turn on the expansion board like this. And this expansion board also works as a battery pack. It holds enough charge to keep the bot running for quite a while. And when it runs out, you can simply recharge it through this micro USB port right here. And here we go. Neo is alive. You can shake him, interact with him, play with him, and it's surprising how quickly this little bot started feeling more than just a project. But while building Neo, I realized there was a lot more I could do with this kit. So instead of stopping there, I decided to build a second bot, made Dash. Unlike Neo, Dash was designed to move around, explore, and interact with the environment. Even though Dash looks pretty simple, it can actually do 3 different things. Dash comes with 3 different modes. The first one is line following mode. Just place it on a line like this, and it will follow the path completely on its own. The second one is obstacle avoiding mode. In this mode, Dash keeps moving around while trying not to crash into anything. And then we have my favorite one, follow me mode. In this mode, Dash will literally follow your hand wherever it goes. It's surprisingly fun to play with. Now all these modes are controlled using the buttons on the microbit. Press the right button for line following mode. Press the left button for obstacle avoiding mode. And if you press both buttons together, Dash enters follow me mode. And whenever you want to go back to the main menu, just press and hold both buttons for a few seconds. That's basically it. Simple controls, 3 different modes, and a bot that's always ready to explore. Now for the design of Dash, again you can literally build any design your imagination comes up with. But if you want to build the exact same design as mine, you can find a PDF in the description below that shows the complete step-by-step process. And in that same PDF, you will also find the full wiring diagram for Dash. It's really easy to follow, so make sure to check it out. So I'm assuming at this point you have completed the design and finished all the wiring. Now let's bring Dash to life with some programming. The good news is if you already done this for Neo, you already know what to do. We will be using make code once again. Import the hex file for Dash. And there we go. Now you can see the complete code for Dash. Now simply connect your microbit to your computer and upload the code like this. Once the upload is complete, unplug the microbit. And now we can finally turn Dash on. Dash is finally alive. So now I'm going to test the different modes that Dash has. Let's start with line following mode. For this mode you will need a track like this. And the good news is that you can find this track sheet inside the kit itself. You don't have to worry about making one. Just unfold the sheet and secure it properly using some tape like this so that it stays completely flat. This part is actually important because if there are any uneven surfaces, Dash might struggle to follow the line correctly. So if you notice any wrinkles like this, just smooth them out a little and make the track as flat as possible. And now let's see how Dash performs. Just activate line following mode on Dash by pressing the right button. As you can see, it's following the black line on the track sheet really smoothly. Dash is actually very smart. Whenever you place an object anywhere on the track, it detects the obstacle and stops immediately. It waits until the object is removed, and once the path is clear again, it continues following the track. And you can also have fun with the other modes like follow me mode and obstacle avoiding mode by simply pressing their respective buttons that we discussed earlier. And yeah, we successfully built these 2 bots using this ELECFREAKS kit. And what's even cooler is that this kit doesn't stop at Neo and Dash. There are more than 30 other projects you can try building with it. You can find detailed tutorials for all of them on the ELECFREAKS website, and I will leave the link in the description below. All the important hex files and useful PDFs I mentioned in this video are available on my GitHub repo. You can download everything from there so you don't have to start from scratch. If you end up building either Neo or Dash, make sure to share it on my subreddit. I do genuinely love to see your creations, improvements, or even completely different designs built using this same kit. Honestly, that's the best part of robotics. So keep creating, keep building. This is Nezha signing off.